Damn, this thing's beautiful. Would you just look at it? Just look at it. Welcome back to the channel for another video. We are here because of cars. Oh, that sounds pretty cheesy, but I went there. I did it. I couldn't help myself. So a little while ago I said maybe I'd do a little video on this new to me Ford Expedition. Well, the time's come. I am kind of bored, so I thought, why not? Let's throw something together. So if you are not familiar with Ford's ecoboost platform, it is a 3.5 twin turbo V6 in this thing, making all of 375 horsepower in this generation/year. And just in case you weren't following along before, I wound up with this newer Ford Expedition because I had a bad encounter with my last Acura. However, that pushed me to a vehicle literally double its size, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. However, if I pull up to a garage sale, look out, because I'm buying everything because I can fit it all. Now, this thing does have pretty good acceleration. According to all the testers, it will get up to a mid 14-second quarter mile. Now, it's going to cost you a little bit of money to wash your Ford Expedition. You might want to take out a second loan for that because you have an insane amount of vehicle to cover. And then on the inside, mass amounts of space, cup holders absolutely everywhere, center console, door panels, you name it. Even the door panels in the back seats have a cup holder right on top, which realistically only makes sense because this thing has 8 seats, so you'd think it's going to have some cup holders. And the colossal amounts of space only continues. This center console is absolutely massive. This probably doesn't do justice. That's a pretty big box. There's room for literally a couple of those. Crazy stuff. Also very impressive. This thing also has a pretty awesome stereo, but I mean, it needs one because it's huge. Like, there's so much area. You need a good stereo. I'm sure the Space Shuttle has a really good stereo in it too. And yes, this thing gets truck-like gas mileage because it's basically a truck. I knocked down pretty solid 21 miles to the gallon. Doesn't seem to matter how or where I drive. It's city, highway, interstate. It's all the same thing, which is pretty respectable for a 6,000-pound truck, in my opinion. It's not bad. So really, I don't have any complaints. You don't have to run premium. You could get away with regular on this. It does run very similar, in my opinion. There's some independent dynos out there even that says, you know, the EcoBoost gets about the same horsepower and whatnot. But, you know, it's peace of mind. To me, this thing's running, you know, any kind of boosted application, in my opinion, you know, you're one bad tank away from having a really bad time. So it's worth it to me to get that 91 or 93 octane in here to help with the turbos, and hopefully gonna save some money down the road like that. And the attention to detail and fit and finish, everything inside is a nice leather. Even on the dash pad here, leather. And this isn't garbage, like this is actual, like this is high quality material. And you know, you borderline want to say it's a luxury vehicle. So I mean, that's what they try and market it as. Essentially, you could say, oh, it's not luxury. You know, really all there is for competition in this size, the max of class, you have the Lincoln Navigator, the Ford Expedition, the GMC Yukon XL, the Cadillac Escalade, ESV, and that's really all I can think of in this size of vehicle, because it's based on a truck. It's on a truck frame. So yes, I think it would be considered a luxury vehicle in that size. And crazy amounts of room in the back trunk here. Now on the regular size one, this car stroller has to sit up and it's right up against the door. So there's not a lot of space, but in the Max, there's a ton of space, groceries, you name it. Things that I like and don't like about this Expedition. I'm at a loss of words for things that I don't like because I really can't think of much other than the EcoBoost and the 10-speed kind of scare the hell out of me because there's a lot of people with issues out there. Cam phasers, bad transmissions, you name it, turbos going bad. I just got this thing, it's got 54,000 miles, so I don't know if any of those are gonna be problems. They seem fine for now, fingers crossed. The things that I do like about it are pretty much everything. It's good on fuel for what it is. It seats 8. It's got a massive amount of space. It's got crazy amounts of towing capacity if you need to hook up to a trailer and do the trailer thing. Heated front and rear seats, not air conditioning, I should say, sorry. But ventilated seats. Because I know someone's going to come on and correct me. Someone's going to be like, oh, it's not air conditioned seats. They're ventilated. You're stupid. You know nothing. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Depends who you're asking. But stereo's great. It's comfortable for how big it is. It rides very well. And it should for the price point. But you know what? I've been in some big vehicles. And you feel like they're expensive and they should do some things. And they really don't deliver. This thing does, in my opinion. I kind of like everything. And I really never thought I'd say that about a Ford, but I could tell you that this latest iteration of the Ford Expedition, if you're looking for something like this, you are going to fall in love with it when you drive it. I can basically promise you that. And if you don't, I don't know what you need to drive to turn your crank, because if this doesn't do it for you, I don't know what will.